will I be merry? Hey ho, nobody home.
Marley was dead, to begin with. There was no doubt whatever about that. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of this story I am about to relate. Once upon a time, of all the good days in the year, upon a Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. It was cold, bleak, biting, foggy weather. The city clocks had only just gone 3, but it was quite dark already. The door of Scrooge's counting house was open, so he might keep his eye upon his clerk, who was in a dismal little cell beyond, copying letters. Bah! Humbug! If I had my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Good afternoon! And a Happy New Year! Good afternoon! If they would rather die, they had better do it and decrease the surface population. Now, there was nothing at all particular about the knocker on the door of this house, except that it was very large. And yet Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, saw in the knocker, without its undergoing any intermediate process of change, not a knocker, but Marley's face. Now, Scrooge was not a man to be frightened by echoes. He fastened the door, walked across the hall, and slowly up the stairs, trimming his candle as he went, not caring a button for its being very dark. Darkness is cheap, and Scrooge liked it. Marley's ghost. You don't believe in me? Why do you doubt your senses? Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You maybe an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. Oh, blind man, blind man. Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, benevolence were all my business. What was Merry Christmas to Scrooge? What good had it ever done to him? At the sight of an old gentleman in a Scottish wig sitting behind a high desk, Scrooge cried in great excitement, "Why, it's old Fezziwig, bless his heart! It's Fezziwig alive again! Yo-ho, Ebenezer! Yo-ho, my boys! No more work tonight! Christmas Eve, Ebenezer! Let's have the shutters up before you can say, Jack Robinson, clear away and let's have lots of room here!" Clear away? There was nothing they wouldn't have cleared away, or couldn't have cleared away with old Fezziwig looking on. It was done in a minute. Every movable was packed off. The floor was swept and watered, the lamps were trimmed, fuel was heaped upon the fire, and the warehouse was as snug and warm and dry and bright a ballroom as you would desire to see upon a winter's night. Can I believe that you would choose a dowerless girl, or, if you did, would not regret surely follow? I release you, Ebenezer, with a full heart, for the love of him you once were, and heaped upon the floor to form a kind of, a throne, were turkeys and geese and game and great joints of meat, red-hot chestnuts, cherry-cheeked apples, juicy oranges, luscious pears, immense Twelfth Night cakes, and seething bowls of punch that made the chamber dim with their delicious steam. And how did Tiny Tim behave? As good as gold and better. He's growing strong and hearty. And Tiny Tim thumped the floor with his crutch. Hurrah! There never, ever was such a goose. Tiny Tim sat very close to his father's side upon his little stool. God bless us, every one. Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live. I see a vacant seat in the chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner. But if he be like to die, he had better do it and decrease the surface population. I give you all Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast. Founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here, I do. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it. Long life to him, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt. It was shrouded in a deep black garment, which concealed its head, its face, its form, and left nothing of it visible, save one outstretched hand. He knew no more, for the spirit neither spoke nor moved. No, I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead. When did he die? Last night, I believe. Why, what was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die. Oh, God knows. Oh, I don't know. What's he done with his money? I haven't heard. Company, perhaps. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. Bye-bye. Open that bundle, old Joe, and let me know the value of it. Speak out plain. I'm not afraid to be the first, nor afraid for them to see it. What do you call this? Bed curtains, aye, bed curtains. Now, don't drop that oil on the blankets now. His blankets? Who else's do you think? He isn't likely to take cold without them, I dare say. You went today then, Robert? Yes, my dear. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. Oh, but you'll see it often. I promised him that I would walk there on a Sunday. My little child, my little boy. Before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they shadows of the things that may be only? The spirit was immovable as ever. Scrooge crept towards it, trembling as he went, and following the finger, read upon the stone of the neglected grave his own name. Yes, and the bedpost was his own. The bed was his own. The room was his own. Oh, I don't know what to do. I am as light as a feather. I am as happy as an angel. I am as merry as a schoolboy. I am as giddy as a drunken man. I don't know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything. I don't care. I'm quite a baby. No, I'm in the earnest. Go and buy it and have them bring it here, that I may tell them where to take it. Come back with the man and I'll give you a shilling. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes and I'll give you half a crown. The boy was off like a shot. Bob's hat was off before he opened the door. His comforter, too. He was on his stool in a jiffy, driving away with his pen as if he were trying to overtake 9 o'clock. And therefore, I am about to raise your salary. A Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavor to assist your family. And he became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world. Some people laughed to see the alteration in him, but his own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of all of us and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone,